Hey friends, it's currently 9:42 p.m. and here is the Jimny. And I wanted to record a short nighttime test, just see what the lights are like, what it feels like to be inside the car and drive it at nighttime. So without further ado, let's get cracking. And that's how she will greet you when you open the doors. And these are the kind of instrumentation lights that come on. This has a typical Maruti new car feel, and I can't explain it in words, but if you've actually experienced any new Maruti car, they smell different from any other new car. I remember it all the way back in the 80s as well, when a new 800 used to get delivered. It used to have a similar smell. So this is the same kind of smell. As you can see, I have yet to take off the plastic covers off the seats, but that will be done tomorrow, along with getting some accessories such as foot mats and mud guards, mud flaps for the car. So if you're coming from a conventional car, doing that will not close the door. You will need to use a little bit more force to close doors here. Press the brake pedal and as you can see it says push starter button. Let's do just that. And she comes to life. You can see the headlights immediately. They're all LED in the Alpha variant and really even spread. This is the low beam and I will show you whilst driving what the high beam looks like as well.
Good evening.
So we're greeted with a good evening with the infotainment system. I suppose this is common to other Maruti cars such as the new Baleno. So it will be familiar to you if you've used any of those systems. And just about now it's connected to my phone wirelessly, Apple CarPlay, and that is basically the phone is still in my pocket. Down here you have the climate control system, which currently is set at 23 degrees and it is on recirculation mode, so happily it doesn't reset every time you start the car. On this side there is this all-important start-stop button, auto start-stop, and you would want to disable it because Indian summers don't lend themselves lightly to this. So once I press that on the dash, there's a little light which illuminates. It shows you that the auto stop-start system is now disabled. Now one glaring omission is the gear shift indicator lighting. So there is nothing to tell you here which position the gears are in. You will have to rely on the information on the dash. So currently it's in P, and hopefully when we slot it into D, it will be in the right position. It's fairly easy to slot it into 2 and L as well, which is why I'm mentioning this at all. Okay, this is how she looks at night. You can see it's a well illuminated number plate, which is not what I can say of the Gypsy. And those are the tail lights. People have already started replacing them with swooping style LED tail lamps. I'm not sure if that's really required. They're very pretty to my eye. And these are the front headlamps, just the low beam that's on right now. Here's a closer look at the LED headlamp. It's really good. I'm planning to upgrade with these lamps on my other car as well. So let's try and turn on the fog lamps and see how those look. Okay, just a simple twist. So the illumination is further added by the fog lamps. And this is how she looks. So these look like regular halogen bulbs. This is something that will be upgraded by many people, it seems. So you can see the difference in color temperature between the headlight and the fog lamps. If we talk about cabin lighting, well, it's pretty well lit, although it doesn't appear to be an LED. It's the old-fashioned warm lighting, but thankfully you do get 2 of them. So this here is the second row light, and combined they light up the cabin of the Jimny pretty well. As you can see, the small boot is lit up, the second row is lit up, as well as the front. So now let's try opening the boot of the Jimny at night. Keyless entry here as well, and as you can see, both the lights of the cabin light up. And once again, as soon as you press the lock, the dimmer function gets enabled and the lights go off. And this is how the rear camera looks at night, and surprisingly well lit and evenly lit even at night. So there's barely any light outside, but you can see clearly in the camera, so a definite plus there. And you've got guidelines there as well. So as you can see, the car has parking sensors as well as a rear camera. It's a standard fit nowadays, but on this class of car, it is a joy to have these features, especially in the city.
Please fasten your seatbelt.
Now, seatbelts is a major pain point in this car on one level, which is to do with the rear seatbelts, but more on that in the next video. So just to show you the throw of lights, this currently is the low beam and that's the high beam. So it's got some fantastic LED headlights on the Alpha model that need not be upgraded at all. In fact, you can use these circular 7-inch round headlights on Thars and Gypsies as well to upgrade those headlights. So this will now give you a good idea of what the drive is like in the Jimny. I'm sitting high up and it's a really comfortable place to be in, even though I haven't removed the plastic covers off the seats. Little rumbles like this pose no problem at all, and it's not very bumpy at all. I especially like the LED lights. You can see it's a very even spread. This is low beam. Let's go into one of the by lanes to see what the high beam looks like. We will try and find an unlit street. This is one of those rare cars which makes you want to drive it even at night time, even at odd hours, even when there's no specific destination in mind. You just want to go somewhere. This may be a good place to show you the long beam, and as you can see, it completely fills up the road ahead. And the low beam setting is perfect. It's very, very even from all sides. There is that typical Maruti indicator sound when you turn, but somehow it just feels, it reeks of good quality. These are actually Titanic-sized speed breakers that have been installed in this colony, and the Jimny tackles them surprisingly well. So basically the verdict is that the only thing that you might want to do in terms of lighting is upgrade the fog lamp bulbs and perhaps change the interior bulbs if you don't like the warm lighting color or the traditional light bulbs. Apart from that, the gear shift indicator does not have a light, so that's a missed opportunity. I'm sure someone somewhere has come up with some sort of lighting solution for that as well, failing which you can obviously install LED strip lighting which will illuminate the gear shift indicator as well. So as you can see, it's quite a compact car. It's very easily maneuverable through narrow lanes, and we're sitting high up. The lighting is good, the air conditioning is really powerful. It's a joy to drive at night as well. So this just goes on to show the fun character of this car, because for no rhyme or reason you feel like driving it, you feel like talking about it, you feel like sharing your joy of driving this car. So if you like this content, do let me know, and I shall make more videos like this on various aspects of this car. There seem to be a lot of questions related to the BF Goodrich tires, but more on that as well in the next video. If you find this content useful, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.